What's up, everybody? I was asked if I'd do a video on marijuana. And before I start this video, this is my disclaimer. I don't want to see any negative comments defending the use of weed. Because if I'm seeing those, then that means that you've disregarded and taken my message out of context. I agree 100% that weed has numerous beneficial effects when used for medicinal purposes. I do not disagree with any of you on that, so please do not think otherwise. This video is for the people who are trying to grow and develop themselves as individuals. Those who are trying to achieve a certain level of excellence in life. For you people, I'm talking to you. Weed, your relationship with weed, is irrelevant. It is non-beneficial to your life. The problem with weed and marijuana is that most people use it as a way to produce a desired state from within. And when you rely on something, anything, whether it be weed, some hard drug, coffee, energy drinks, when you have to rely on something to provide you a desirable state, then you're weak. You are weak. Why? It's because your foundation has been built upon an exterior substance, something that is not of you. And so what happens when that exterior substance is removed? You don't know how to support yourself. You don't know what to do with your time. You become weak, you become frantic. Without that substance, you become no one. Understand that any desired state can be produced from within. Most people don't accept that. Most people want to rely on something. They want to rely on alcohol when they have a stressful day, a glass of wine. They want to rely on caffeine to give them energy in the morning. They want to rely on weed to calm them down. They want to rely on weed to help them focus or help them be more creative. Again, I'm not saying that weed does not do any of those things. I agree, it does. I don't use it personally, but I've been exposed to it 15 plus years. Most of my friends smoke weed. I am the exception, I do not smoke weed. But most of my friends smoke weed and have been for years, and so I know, through secondhand anyways, that it does do a lot to help people. But what I also know is that weed breeds complacency. Weed breeds stagnation. Weed brings contentment. And if you ask anyone who is a heavy weed user, honestly, anyone that you can think of who's willing to be super honest, super open with you, and leave their bias aside, if you ask them if there's any truth in that statement, that weed breeds complacency, they'll tell you that there's a lot of truth in that statement. Most of the people that I know that smoke weed, whether they see it or not, have been stuck in the same position as they were 5-10 years ago. Weed gives you a sense of everything is alright. And what happens when you abuse that everything is alright feeling is everything becomes alright. You're okay working your little 9-to-5 job. You're okay making $8 an hour. You're okay not striving to be that entrepreneur that you want to become. You're okay with it. And this is more of a psychological issue than it is a substance issue, but through the substance creates this contentment in the brain, and it's okay. If that's how you want to live life, that's all good. I'm not here to say that you're wrong for doing that. But I'm here to tell you that if you want to evolve as an individual, if you want to grow as a human being in this life, if you want to achieve excellence, then relinquish your dependency on weed. I'm not telling you to stop smoking weed. I'm not telling you to never smoke weed ever again. But if you have this need to use it over and over, if you are addicted to it, be honest with yourself. I know a lot of people who are addicted to substances who say that they aren't addicted, but it's pretty obvious when someone's addicted to something, right? So get clear and get honest with yourself. If you are addicted to it, you need to break away from it. You're not going to be able to grow. I'm not saying that you're never going to move or excel in life, but you're limiting your mind in so many ways. If you're going to smoke, then do so, but don't rely on it. Don't use it every single minute of every single day, because at the end of the day, nothing can give you the desired state that you want except you and this. That's it. So, if you're upset with anything I've said, again, you may have taken this out of context. I'm not saying smoking weed is right. I'm not saying smoking weed is wrong. What I'm speaking to is the addiction to a substance to give you a desired state. Any state that you want to achieve can come from within. The problem is most people are too lazy to do what it takes to achieve those desired states, because attaining those desired states isn't necessarily the most enjoyable process at first. Meditating to give you a clear mind is very hard and very frustrating. And so most people give up and they turn to the easiest, most convenient method to give them that state. Weed being one of those substances. Rather than working out in the morning, waking up early to give them energy, most people depend on a cup of coffee. And that caffeine is affecting your body in so many ways, and it takes you up, and then what? It takes you down. When all you really had to do to begin with was wake up early, just get a 30-minute jog in, 20-minute, 15-minute, anything to get your body up and moving. But most people are too lazy to wake up early. Most people are they look too much at the pain that waking up early is going to cause them, and they're like, well, you know what, I get more pleasure from coffee than I do from running, so I'm going to stay in bed for another 15 minutes, I'm going to rush out of bed and get a cup of coffee and fix all my problems. That is weak. That is weak. The whole point of this video is to get you to understand that you can achieve any state, you can achieve any way of life, any feeling from within without the uses of anything. Alcohol, weed, coffee. Maybe you want to feel good, so you eat a tub of ice cream. What's it doing to you? So, I know that kind of went on and off topic, but I just really wanted to communicate to you guys, because I know a lot of you guys who watch this channel are trying to grow as individuals, and if you want to grow, you need to just let go of your need to rely on anything outside of yourself for success. All you have in this life to help you attain success is this. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want me to review or talk about a certain subject, please comment in the comment section below. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'll put the links in the description below. And much success to you guys. I just got a new computer, and it takes my video making time from 6 hours to about 1 hour. So forgive me for the delay in videos. I don't really have a set schedule for making videos, but you'll see a lot more frequently. So yeah, hope you guys are well and enjoy the rest of your day.